Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. So looking back at just some of the things that happened with Beryl, we talk about this quite often with landfalling tropical systems. We talk about that right-hand side of the storm and it being that dirty side, that more dangerous side, specifically that right-hand front quadrant. So if you kind of have this imaginary line, we've got the right-hand side and we have the left-hand side of the storm. And then you have an imaginary line here. So that's that right front quadrant would be up in this area. And then you have that right rear quadrant. So we talk about that right front quadrant being that area that has the biggest threat of tornadoes. And it's very interesting to just watch that track. And you see the vast majority of those tornado warnings that we had prompted by this landfalling hurricane, it was all on that right-hand side, and it all happened in that right-hand front quadrant, worked its way up through Kentucky, Indiana, and then all the way up into the Northeast, up into New York, where we had a number of tornado warnings. So you can see all on that right-hand side. That was 99% of those tornado warnings fell on that side. And then it was very unusual to see this, but up into New York, look at all the tornado warnings they had on Wednesday as this very energetic portion of the storm, what was left over, worked its way through, prompted a number of tornado warnings. And actually we had a number of confirmed tornadoes and quite a bit of damage. Here's some video. This is in central New York where you actually could see a roof being ripped off right there. Just amazing. That is something you just do not expect to see up in portions of New York, to see something that strong. Now, that's all gone. Cleanup, electric, those are all still issues right now, and that will continue to be really an issue over the next several weeks to months. Saharan dust continues to work its way across the Atlantic, big plumes of dust. So for now, things are staying very quiet just simply because we have all that dust. Yesterday, we were talking about this one area off the east coast of Florida. It's kind of drifted a little bit further to the north, but at this point, it now has a 0% chance of development, which we basically knew this wasn't going to develop. This was just adding some extra moisture, and they'll continue to see some pretty good rains, could see some flooding across portions of North Carolina up towards Virginia as we head through the day today. Now, we still have all that very warm water out across the Atlantic and all the way back through the Caribbean. So we have that in place. It's that dry Saharan dust. That is what is going to continue to really kind of plague any of these systems as we go through the next several days. So as you look at the Fox model, you're just not seeing anything developing over the next, say, 3 to 5 days. We will keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.